G'day, guys. How are we?
G'day, guys. How you going?
Boys, good to be back.
Big show tonight.
Big show, yeah, 100%.
What are we covering?
Well, we're covering MotoGP, obviously.
Yes.
Not the greatest race going around, but we've got some great talking points, and we'll talk all the results. And then Vegas, baby.
Yeah.
Getting ready for a big weekend down in Las Vegas for the F1. So,
what an anticipated race that one is.
I know. Well, I suppose
Huge.
we'll touch on that shortly.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think of the MotoGP?
Fuck man,
It's a bit boring.
We've used this one before, but a snooze fest.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably the biggest disappointment in Shrek 3. What do you reckon?
Yeah. It was the biggest
Out of my
anti-climax I think I've ever seen.
So, combination of aero, which we always talk about, and just tyre temps and pressures. I was getting sick of hearing about that.
Yeah,
I think it
I-
seems to be that way.
I don't even want to talk about it, but it's what it is.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep.
Like,
That would have to be one of the biggest gaps throughout the top 4 or 5 for a long time, surely.
yeah.
Yeah, it sort of got to lap 6 or 7, and Martin had a go at Bagnaia, and then he just dropped back after that. And then he said after race he just didn't have any confidence in the front end. Was that the problem?
Yeah.
So just overheating, obviously.
Yeah.
But man, Bastianini's back, baby.
I know, that's
Beast is
crazy.
back, huh? What a
Do you think he
race.
got? Not going to say lucky because he still had a great race, but do you think getting out in front in that first lap, it was like a F1 race?
I think he had the pace the day before.
Yeah.
He just played it safe. He's not in the championship.
Yeah.
So, play the team game.
Maybe
Yeah.
he's just getting a bit of, mental stability back, and
Yep.
Seems so.
yeah, and obviously would help him being out in front. And he was quick. Obviously, he put it on the front row for quali, and then he did
Quick
well.
all weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And then he did well in the sprint race. Couldn't hone in Alex Marquez, but
Yeah. By the sounds of it, probably couldn't have picked a better time to put a good result in because there's
I
some
know.
rumours swirling around.
oh, I know. So the rumors are that they're looking to swap out
Him
Jorge
and Martin.
Martin,
Yeah.
which we've been saying for months. If Martin, was
Man,
gonna
you know
win.
what, Jimmy? You called it. Daniel agreed. You called it early.
Yeah.
About them, that's
Yeah,
not going to
big
happen.
call.
Martin's going to stay at Pramac, and then you called it early in the season. So, and that looks
Makes sense.
Well, it does. I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent if he wins a championship.
Do I want it to happen though? No.
No.
I actually like Martin on that Pramac, and if he wins on the Pramac, I think that's great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Well, yeah, I think with Pramac as well, they're going to have Morbidelli next year, new to the team.
Yep.
And if they then Bastianini him, and that's not a strong team.
Hey, you got to give Bastianini a fair chance. He's had such an up and down, mostly a down year.
Yeah, he's had a struggle.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
taken out. He's been injured. Like next year, obviously, there's no more excuses, but at least
Yeah.
it showed his worth a little bit in Sepang
100%.
and
Yeah, I
destroyed
think so.
it. Destroyed everyone. He was that much quicker. But that aero, going back to the aero, like it was probably the top 3 of the most boring races I've ever watched. It was, as you said, there was a few laps of Martin trying to get past Pecco, and then props to Pecco for constantly just firing it straight
Yeah.
back up the
Yeah.
inside, going around the outside, whatever it was. But
Yeah, that was a
other
good
than
little battle, that.
It
Probably
was-
just conserved his tyres a little bit better.
Yeah.
Hence the gap as well.
It was so boring that like the last 3 laps to go, they were replaying those passes
Yeah.
for like a minute and a half.
Yeah,
It was
for a
like,
lap's worth.
Yeah.
They were calling the result with 5 laps to go. That never happens in MotoGP.
Nah.
They're like, Bastianini's had his comeback, and I was like, oh, geez, this isn't good.
But what I don't understand is they're all following each other and having almost a traditional race in Thailand. And they just couldn't, and it's similar temperatures, but they couldn't do that in Sepang. So I just
it's
don't know.
interesting.
I don't know what that is, if there's a
I
different...
don't know, maybe humidity plays a factor.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Oh, it's
I
probably
don't know.
track surface, I would
Yeah,
say.
surface.
Probably
as
a
well.
rougher surface. Who knows? But it was just something that was up. That was different.
Oh, fuck, man.
But I don't remember a MotoGP race with the least amount of passes, especially for the top 5 positions.
Yeah,
The top 4 didn't change the whole race. So,
that's all right.
when's the last time that's happened?
I
Yeah,
know.
you'd have to go back years ago.
Like, I was waiting for this monumental battle.
Me too.
between,
Man, looking forward to it all weekend.
Yeah.
The sprint was a bit of a it was all right, but it was a bit of a letdown as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
was,
think all around the weekend was a bit of
Yeah.
a letdown.
yeah, the sprint was good. We should probably go on to the results of the sprint.
Yeah,
now.
Dan. Sorry about that. For our listeners at home, we need to know what we're talking about. I suppose not everyone can have the joy of watching it on the weekend. So
Sprint results: Alex Marquez, Martin, and Pecco.
Yeah.
Top 3: Bastianini, Binder, Miller. Bezzecchi, Zarco, Marini, and Vinales was the top 10.
Nice.
So good to see Jack show a bit of pace as well.
What happened to Marquez in the end?
Mark.
He left. He
He stacked,
21st.
didn't he?
did he?
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
He finished behind like a owner. That's crazy.
Yeah, he must have had something.
That is insane on the same bike, you know. Taka Nakagami, 19th. That is a horror weekend for Marquez. Horror.
Yeah, standard.
Look at him peeking behind you, Jim.
Yeah, I know. Props to Alex Marquez, but
Yeah, good race.
yeah,
Man.
sprint race win.
Yeah, really good.
You know,
He was super quick.
and the cool thing was I was watching I did something different this weekend. I watched the TNT post race.
Yeah.
So everyone poo-pooed a TNT.
Yeah.
And I'm the
Including
same.
you included.
Yeah, 100%. I was on that bandwagon. And I still don't want to listen to the commentary. So I listened to the Dorna feed
Yeah.
and then watch the post-race.
There's
of
not
TNT.
really a post-race thing for Dorna feed, is there?
Yeah, correct. There's nothing.
No.
So it was good to like see their thoughts.
Yeah.
And then there's more interviews that they do. So then they interviewed Alex Marquez and Jorge Martin. And,
that's
and
cool.
whoever
So
it
sort of
was.
like the back of the pit sort of thing. Like,
Yeah, it was when
Yeah.
they go into the media center. And I'm talking to Alex Marquez about his race win and how good that was. And I spoke to Jorge Martin. So they said to Alex Marquez, so how do you feel about everyone now looking into your data and how you won that race? And he thought it was like, he thought it was okay. It's just like a part of what Ducati do. And then they said that to Jorge Martin, who got second.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we'll be studying that tonight and how he did it. And he's like, hopefully I can come out and do one better the next
There
day.
you go.
But, yeah, didn't do that, but and then it pissed down like straight after the race as well. Bucketed down, so they just made it.
Because is that in the sprint race?
Yeah, sprint race.
Because it seems like those conditions in Malaysia, it's always like that. It's
Yeah.
on the brink of a monsoon. So
Yeah, that's all
it
right.
happened in F1s as well, years and years.
Okay.
I think they actually brought back the race start by an hour or so because of those
I
issues.
reckon they almost did that with GP as well, because it always used to bucket down.
So what happened to Bautista? We had him top 7, top 6.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
top 10. He was nowhere. He finished in 22nd, 22nd on both occasions, I think. No, 17th because
Oh, yeah.
everyone behind him stacked.
And he beat Nakagami.
Who remounted.
I did too.
True.
So
Bautista had a collarbone issue that no one kind of knew he could talk
Okay.
about from
Yeah.
a crash in Jerez testing. And he didn't want to blame it on that. He didn't really try and blame it on that, but that's what it was.
Right, okay.
Jerez testing, so...
still cool to see him back out there. though.
Yeah, a bit of a shame he was a bit hindered, but it does still show the level of fucking MotoGP.
100%.
Man.
Yeah, the difference. I was seriously disappointed because I did not see him on the track once.
Nah, not for the
Yeah.
So
races.
I didn't see him in sprint race. I didn't see him in the main race, and I was like, I wanted to see a livery. It was a superbike livery, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the
the
same.
Aruba.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the same as
Aruba,
Piro
yeah,
rides.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, gotcha. Yeah, so I was disappointed with that, and I thought the coverage was actually pretty poor on race day. They
Yeah, it
seriously
was a
showed
bit
the top
shit.
4 the whole time and nothing else.
Yeah, they showed the
Yeah.
last sort of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They
Of
showed
that pack.
a little bit of was it
De
Quartararo
Gea,
and De
yeah.
Gea going at it,
Miller and that.
and Morbidelli, and I think
Yeah,
someone
it felt like
maybe.
it was like for half a lap though. Maybe I was on my phone because it was so boring. But
Yeah.
I-
What are you supposed to do? It's such a fucking boring
Yeah.
race.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
You know.
That was a bit shit. But Yamaha did well. They found something.
Yeah.
yeah,
Actually did really, really well.
Yeah. What was that? Morbidelli 11th in the sprint. What's the main race?
So main
Daniel?
race results: Bastianini first, Alex Marquez and Pecco with a podium. Martin, Fabio, Quartararo, Bez, Morbidelli, Miller, De Gea, and Marini round out the top 10.
Yeah. Nice.
So, yeah, G's 5 and 7 for Yamaha.
Yeah. Good on them.
That's not bad at all.
that's
Yeah.
that is good.
And they looked like they had some serious pace,
Yeah.
which is a good.
And to be the other thing you got to remember is Bastianini was out front with no, you know how we talk about following and you
Yeah.
have, you obviously tire temps and pressures and stuff. Where Quartararo was in a pack the whole race, and to finish 15 seconds behind is actually a really good effort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. And he skated past Bezzecchi. He
Yeah.
had, like front tire problems. He was skipping around
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
You know. And
But I think that happens also happened to Martin. He just went too hard too early, and I think you just have to smooth that tire in. It seems like.
I don't know what it is, man. Like,
Mm.
you just got to keep your distance. And obviously,
Yeah.
as you said, maybe it's the track surface with the heat.
Yeah,
It was just destroying tyres. But They do need to fix it because that was a stinker of a
But
race.
you're right, mate. You made a great point about Thailand because similar
It's
Asian
similar.
conditions, and we had a gripper race.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's easy to blame these things, but I mean, it obviously is that, but yeah, it was just so frustrating. But what do you do?
It was such a Formula One race.
Yeah, it
It
was.
It was like just watching an F1
Yeah, it
race
was.
with minus
Yeah.
pit stops.
And then we saw some mid-pack battles, which you do in F1.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. It's a shame.
Anyway, we've got Qatar. This always throws up good racing.
Yeah.
But a lot of like mid-level, mid-speed corners, which a lot of aero through Qatar. So it'll be interesting to see how they go.
Yeah, it's a good
But
point.
yeah,
A lot of guys are quick there too.
Martin's quick there.
Yeah.
He's very quick
He
there.
was supposed to be quick at Sepang as well, but didn't even get a W. You know?
Yeah, started playing on his mind now.
Yeah,
He looked
that's
very I'm not going to say dejected, but he did look slightly defeated. He wasn't impressed that he couldn't outdo Pecco.
Boys, has Bagnaia got the exact same parts on the bike as Martin? Is the bikes identical?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's
There's no different parts at all.
Yeah, it's the
No.
same bike.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just a different setup.
Because we always talked about this in recent years that Pramac towards the end of the season sort of dropped off a little bit.
Yeah.
Have they always had them?
Nah, that's the difference.
Okay, that's the difference, right?
But
Gotcha.
normally the rider, I think the last few years they've still had a factory bike, but the rider hasn't
Yeah,
exceeded expectations, I guess,
yeah,
going into the second half of the season.
Mm.
Where now Jorge Martin is, because
Miller kind of did that last year he was with them. He
yeah,
was fighting for some race wins.
yeah, it's true.
But forgotten about season, bit of an odd one, you know.
Yeah, that's right. So it's yeah, he's probably the first person to really like step it up with factory bikes, with the factory backing. You know, he's the second best rider on the grid at the moment.
yeah. It's just interesting. I was thinking about that watching the race yesterday. Is there any difference? You know, like from factory team to the privateers? So, but obviously not.
Nah, not in those ones.
Yeah.
I believe so.
Nah, that's yeah.
So do you boys think that Bastianini's struggle this year has probably helped Martin in the championship?
I think so.
Yeah, because I look at the results of the sprint race versus results of the main race. Man, if there was no sprint race, Bagnaia would be,
Yeah.
I think, 30, 40 points ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I looked at the results and it was like Bagnaia first, second, first. And I was like, shit, how is he only 12 points ahead? Where you looked at Martin, I think in the mid-level of the season, Netherlands, and he had like 5th and 6th places.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was just a lot of these points were in the sprint. So I think that's added another dynamic to this year. And obviously we know Martin, how good he is in qualifying
Yeah.
and that short race pace. So just an interesting take from that.
Nah, it's true, and I think it just shows how good Pecco actually is.
Yeah.
As much as, you know, I think a lot of us want to see Martin win. Like Pecco is just doesn't seem like he's making any mistakes. He's constantly, if he's getting past, he's repassing straight away. He's aggressive when he needs to be aggressive, but then he's tailors it back when he doesn't have to be. You know?
Similar
Yeah.
to like a Rossi type. I know obviously that Bagnaia had pole this weekend, but his qualifying isn't probably as strong as his race pace. And that was something that Rossi was always like. He never
Yeah.
like least he had percentage wise from pole positions to wins would be one of the lowest I reckon
Yeah,
in Grand Prix history. The amount of low poles he's had and say how
And
many
his
wins he's
wins,
had.
yeah,
It's a crazy stat that. So
yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it is. It
so
really
there's
is.
that type they just build throughout the weekend.
Yeah.
And then they finish, you know, when it matters, the checkered flag at the end of the race.
By the
So-
time
right.
Sunday comes around, like
Yeah.
you know he's gonna be either fighting for the lead or he's just almost always getting a podium.
yeah.
Even on the sprint races now, he's kind of always on that
Yeah,
podium.
it just sort of dropped off at the bit there. Obviously came out of the blocks firing.
yeah,
And, you know, the stack, the big high side obviously didn't help coming back the week later and all that kind of stuff, and probably mentally as well. But
but then he's still got a podium, I think.
I think he still got
He did.
podium
Yeah.
both days then. But, you know,
Go back to Barcelona when he had that big stack. We thought 3 or 4 weeks out,
Yeah,
broken something, and
Yeah.
it comes back. Like that's a pivotal part of the championship right
yeah.
there.
It's a
Pivotal.
ride of a champion, as we said.
yeah, it's an interesting one. But like I said, with Bastianini, I mean, I had him, we did like tips at the start of the year,
Yeah.
James and I at work, and I had him down as world champ.
Yeah,
So I think it definitely changes the dynamic totally, in my opinion anyway.
man, you have a look at this. So this is Bagnaia. So first in the first race season, Portugal, Jorge Martin retired. Argentina, Bagnaia crashed. I think remounted 16th.
Yeah.
Retired in Coda. Both him and Martin retired in Coda. One in Jerez. Retired in France, and then first, second, did not start Catalonia. Third, retired in India, then second, first, second, third. how consistent that's
Yeah.
been. Where you look at Martin, retired 5th, retired 4th, second, 1st, 5th, 6th, 7th, 3rd, and then he's had a great run, 1st, 2nd, 1st, retired 5th, 1st, and 4th. So very much more up and down.
Yeah.
And that's where he's got all these points from the sprint race.
Yeah. It's a great point.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what, we love the addition of it because of that, though.
Yeah, it makes it good.
As much as we shit canned it at the start, or at least I did before the season started, thinking, this isn't going to be any good. It's proven to be super interesting, especially from the championship point of view.
Yeah.
So
He's a man that just doesn't quit, Pecco Bagnaia. That's what the champions do, though.
Yeah,
You've gotta
really,
love it.
really proving. And I think some of those passes too, each time he just shows a little something, and you go, yeah, shit, he actually is pretty good.
Yeah.
You've got to give him more credit.
I know, we do. I feel bad. Just because I want to see Martin win so bad, but
Oh man, I'd love to see that.
my money's on. I'll probably keep changing.
No, it's on Bags now, man.
Yeah,
it has
I
to
keep
be.
changing it, but yeah, it has to be.
It has to be.
He's just not faltering.
I was almost waiting for Martin to crash on the weekend as well.
Same,
Yeah, so was
same.
I, to be honest.
I'm like, I was nervous for him. Like, he's going to crash here because it's just too much pressure, man. It's way too much pressure. And he's now 14 points behind.
There's still pressure on both of them.
Yeah, of
Don't
course.
get me
None
wrong,
of it-
because you
none-
still got to lead. Like,
Experience,
That's all right.
though. No, he can't buy
That's-
experience,
that's the
chicks,
thing.
you know what I'm saying?
that's it.
Did you raise a little bat on the weekend? 50 crashes for Repsol? I did.
I should
Little nod of the head.
I shed a little tear.
Thanks, boys. So you were saying Marquez, most amount of crashes ever in a season. Is that true?
27.
He's missed out on, 5 races
Man,
as well?
I know.
That's nuts.
That
man.
is nuts.
And then Mir with second with 23. So it's
Why
been
are
an
they
absolute
crashing-
stinker.
Why were they crashing so much this year compared to think of MotoGP racing for the last, how many years has it been around? Modern MotoGP, 30, 40 years?
Well, 4 strokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2002, sorry. 4 strokes.
Yes, 2002.
So 22 years, 23 years is the most amount that someone's ever crashed in a season. That's crazy.
It is crazy. It just shows how bad that
I think it's
motorcycle is.
it's just trying to ride it.
Yeah, at the front end, I think the whole thing's shit
The
out
whole
on
thing's
it.
cooked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the front end's terrible.
Well, I think he came out and said some record had to be broken. I had to
Yeah.
break some
Yeah,
record.
that
I
is
saw
kind of
that.
funny.
That was
That is-
funny.
that
At
is
least he's showing a bit of thing. But he'll be wrapped, especially after seeing his brother win on that bike.
I know, exactly right.
After seeing De Gia's podium,
Yeah, there's
he'll
something
be
there.
he'll be going. He'll be licking his lips, going, "Yep."
Yeah, and he knows he'll be riding either Pecco or Martin's bike next year anyway.
Yeah.
That's a caliber motorcycle.
How do you guys think Morbidelli's going to go next year?
It's always going to be hard. Like, I think even with Marquez, it's going to be hard jumping on a new bike that you've never
Yeah.
ridden. So
It'd be interesting. I reckon he's going to be the outlier next year where it's going to throw up some interesting results.
Yeah.
We
Look,
forget about, he's a bit of a sleeper. We forgot about
is.
Bastianini for how many weeks?
yeah,
he is
it's
a
going to go
sleeper.
one or two ways. He's going to go great guns and show that pace that he had when he was on the Petronas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that race winning capability, or it's just going to go to shit.
barring injuries, it's going to be tight to get points next year.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You've got Bastianini who's going to prove a point. Martin, he's going to be firing. He's in his prime. You've got Pecco in his prime. And
Man.
you got Mark Marquez on the Ducati. You
Alex
got
Marquez,
Alex Marquez. You got
Marco Bez.
Morbidelli. You got fucking Bezzecchi.
maybe
like,
Fermin
And
Aldeguer,
this is just in Ducati.
I know. My God.
Brad Binder.
Crazy.
Yeah. If KTM keep doing their thing,
Man, Aprilia had a shocking weekend.
Oh,
man,
Dude.
have a nave. What a fall from grace.
Bro,
But
they've
this
had.
happened to him last year.
It's
Espargaro
right.
had, 4 crashes in practice, the second practice
Yeah,
session?
he
or
it was
something?
did.
nuts.
My goodness. I couldn't believe it. And then he crashed out of the race as well, I'm pretty sure.
Every time he crashes, I always feel sorry for those poor marshals. They fucking cop it.
Yeah.
He's
a
yelling
hothead.
at him.
But
Oh
we-
man, he's a hothead.
But we go back to that. He's always been like that.
Bro, look at fucking Pecco Bagnaia. Dude's cool, calm, collected.
I know.
You know, it's a different. Even Jorge Martin's pretty cool, calm, collected.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, the only hothead that's actually probably ever only did anything was Mark Marquez.
Yeah, but he's not hot-head,
Yeah, but he
though.
rides like a fucking
Yeah,
maniac.
but he's
he doesn't like
level-headed.
He doesn't like push people over and mechanics over.
Who's the last time someone's won a world championship and they're fucking crazy psychos? Like a Laisha Spargo or a Jake Dixon.
Maybe Kevin Schwantz
Yeah, maybe.
he used to storm the track a couple of times.
Yeah, okay,
when he-
that's a
when
good
he
point.
stacked.
There you
Okay.
go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
it's probably good. I remember I think it was John Hopkins. He had a mechanical on his Suzuki. He pulled his Suzuki up against the tire barrier and started fucking kicking it.
That's legendary. Man.
It's
That's
funny.
so
I was
funny.
explaining. We were watching the sprint race at work, and I was just trying to explain to the guys like how crazy these guys are, like crazy motherfuckers. I said, "Oh, we saw Johnny Hopkins at the back of the pit lane, and he fucking was walking with like, it looked like he had to stick up his ass because his legs don't work."
Like, they don't.
It looks like a Lego figure.
Yeah. He's like,
Yeah, he does.
I said he's got fused everything together. It's just got just 2 PPC pipes going.
Yeah.
So
Needs to be lowered down to sit because he can't bend his legs.
yeah.
Poor
So
guy.
your boy Acosta, huh?
Yeah, I'm very.
Did
happy
you like the
with him.
celebration?
Yeah, it
I
was
thought it was cool.
Sharp.
He was cooked though.
Yeah, the heat, man.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
heat.
But he's got some personality, and it's
It's good to see.
again that's another aspect of MotoGP next year.
Oh yeah, of
He's
course.
another
So
one.
he's coming in.
Man, he's coming into a fucking hard field.
That's a tough time to come through, man.
I know.
Have we ever had a stacked field like this?
Nah, I don't think so.
What 15 guys could probably win on their day? There's probably only 5 guys that can't. Nakagami and probably who else?
Mia.
So we're going away from the Polar Spargo for Repsol, we think.
Okay,
It's-
so we'll cover Moto 2 soon. So
Okay.
Yeah.
we've got it looks to be all but done Marini to Repsol Honda, which is
But it was Polar Spargo on a Thursday. Now it's Marini on the Sunday. Like how quick can it change?
well, apparently Marini was shut down by everyone, and then it's just they've both admitted that they're in final stages of
Of the negotiation.
like it could. We might as well keep refreshing all that stuff because
Yeah.
you never know if it's going to come through.
So this is he'd be getting advice from Valentino, you'd assume.
Well, everyone went nuts because Rossi put up an Instagram story of him back at Honda, and everyone goes, "Oh, that's it. He's done. He's signed.
Yeah,
Marini's
forget
signed."
Because
about
he's
it.
never done it. I thought that was strange as well. He's never done that.
True. He's never put anything up about Honda.
Never.
Wow, that'd be cool.
You know,
So-
since he's retired, he still hasn't.
It'll be interesting. I mean, I think personally, I think it's going to be the only opportunity Marini gets to go to a factory team.
And it's funny because we're just talking about Marini and his, you know, to be a contender for
Yeah, it's interesting.
MotoGP.
Yeah, because you guys had a bit of a chat about that last week, I suppose. I think you probably think he's better than what we think he is, to a certain extent.
No, I think he's just.
I'm talking about Daniel, by the
When
way.
we're talking about consistency, I think he's consistently staying on the bike more than Bez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bez is getting better results, but Marini seems to be staying on more.
more calculated.
Yeah, again, just eases into it probably a little
Yeah.
bit more. So I think for him to go to Repsol, if it happens, is a good move because I think he won't get an opportunity elsewhere at a factory team.
Not at the moment, no way.
No.
The thing is I think obviously people have opened their eyes up that Repsol is a terrible motorcycle. So like when Pole went in there, he was thinking, right, I'm jumping onto a bike and I'm going to start winning races. And
Yeah.
it was a complete opposite. Where now everyone knows, like Mir obviously knows now, Marini knows now, if I'm getting onto this motorcycle, it's going to take me years to develop.
But yeah, he can bring a lot with him though.
That's right. That's a good thing. But I think they're going in with a different mindset.
I think so.
Man, Marini would be such a better signing than Polar Spargo.
Yeah.
Way better for the future.
Simon Crafer did make a good point. He still would be. They were talking about this that Pole he can take stuff from KTM.
Yeah.
But if he now knows he's going into it as all right, let's develop this motorcycle. He already knows so much about it.
Yeah.
He's got so much experience. He can still work on it. And I think the biggest thing for everyone is there's no Marquez there.
Yeah.
There's going
It's
to be
a clean slate.
Yeah, it's going to be 50% resources. Well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Everyone would have just been feeding off Mark Marquez.
Of course.
Do you reckon Rossi's going to have in Marini's contract that he finally gets his championship winning bike that he's missing from his collection?
I thought they gave it to him when they unveiled all these
Yeah,
other
I
nine.
thought they did as well. I hope they did. Fucking
It'll
Honda.
be interesting though, because Honda might be thinking, shit, if we sign Marini, get back in the good graces with Rossi, we might get 2 more bikes on the grid for VR46. Might throw a spanner in the works with Yamaha. I doubt it because he's the brand
Yeah,
ambassador,
that's all right.
but you know, it's the way that these people work.
Yeah.
They're the opportunists.
Who knows?
I think a better move would actually be signing. I know you like your Mir, but I think a Polar Spargo and a Marini in the team would be good. But obviously, Mir's there,
could
so
work.
I like me. I think we need to give him some
another
grace.
sleeper, you reckon?
Yeah, he's a
I'm
gun.
a big fan, but
Yeah.
he does nothing.
You got posters on his wall while me, don't you?
Not quite.
Oh, I thought you did.
Spent
Oh,
a
I
little
saw
bit too
him.
much on his championship helmet, but
Yeah, true. Oh, it's Mick Doohan, isn't it?
yeah, Mick Doohan, I got posters on my wall. Yeah. And between him and I, we've got 5 championships.
Quail.
Got
What are you doing?
So that is interesting, and then it's funny because we always talk about sponsors and nationalities, but you got the Italian gone on the Repsol. Traditionally, it's always just now Spanish. So it's normally Spanish or Aussie, weirdly enough, and now Fermin Aldeguer has been linked to VR46. I don't know how strong that is.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty strong.
And it's a Spanish. I don't get why they're going to doing that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
Where's he signed for next year?
I guess he doesn't have a seat.
No, I think
Furman?
he's
I thought
he's
he's-
still on
is he
still on his bike.
But he's just got a clause, so
Oh.
if he gets a...
Yeah, of course. I think
Yeah.
any of those guys would.
Yeah.
I thought he. I was actually mistaken. I actually thought he signed for the VR46 Moto 2 team.
Right.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
the information that I was hearing. But obviously, you're saying obviously a replacement for Marini.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
So-
going to be interesting. I mean,
But
whether they run it as a VR46 bike or how they ran it when they first came in. Remember when Bastianini was on a Vinta Racing?
Well, you would think so because the sponsors are all that Mooney and all those guys are signed up for 2 bikes.
Yeah, but he's also got the Master Camp stuff, and with our pod favourite Manu Gonzalez as well. Like, he does look at other nationalities.
Yeah, but
So
he's not even a academy.
he's not an
right?
academy rider.
And then what, they're going to dump
Nah,
him there as well?
they're not signing him.
I can't see it.
Nah,
Well, I don't think they're going to take Vietti
The-
because Vietti moved to KTM
Celestino.
to then go up
Yeah.
with KTM into MotoGP.
Well, they wouldn't sign Digia?
They
Another
could.
Italian?
They could.
I'm surprised he's not getting a look.
He might.
It's just interesting.
Oh, that's 100% what's going to happen.
Did
Digi will go to VR.
There's no talks of it.
I know. That just makes perfect sense.
But he's not an academy rider as well.
Yeah, but at least he's Italian.
just chuck Riccardo Rossi in there. Fucking
Well,
hell.
may as well.
Just don't have an Italian flag on the helmet. That's all they need to get in that seat at the moment, which is probably one of the best seats on the grid.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
It just doesn't make sense. It just seems so like it's 2 races to go and they still haven't figured this out. The test is in 2 weeks. The test is in 2 weeks.
I know. I can't see
Yeah.
how Aldeguer's
Like,
getting that seat.
no.
I can't see the grid changing, as in the people that are
But who's signing
in
for Repsol
MotoGP
then?
now.
Who's going to go to
Yeah,
Repsol?
Marini, but who's going to go to VR46?
Or De Gea.
I don't know.
That's
It would
what
make
I'm
sense.
saying. I think I had a conversation with you guys at GP or someone down at GP. I can't see
Yeah.
the people on the grid changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say that.
So it'd be interesting, but
But it seems like they're just signing people because they have to sign people. It's
I
like,
think honestly
you
that's
have
what
to.
it is. But
yeah, it's crazy.
they're just trying to get someone.
Shouldn't like Jake Dixon's not
Fucking
going up-
Nakagami's going to end
there.
up on the fucking Repsol bike.
Yeah,
Like,
legit.
Itsubishi Repsol Honda. House of the Rising Sun.
Can't go any worse.
Well, at least he's Japanese. Fucking hell. Shit.
yeah.
It just seems crazy that it's 2 weeks away from a fucking test for 2024 and they haven't finalised their rider lineup. It's actually cruel to the fans not to know it.
This has been the silliest of all silly seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people have been linked to that Repsol? Like, you got Oliveira, you got fucking
Maverick.
Zarco,
Yeah.
Maverick. I mean,
Yeah.
it's every week to someone new. There was a different person on Wednesday than there was on Sunday. As I said,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah,
Paul
it's-
Espargaro. Then there was... I just see Paul Espargaro signing for Repsol. That's it. Case closed.
You reckon that's
Yeah.
going to be?
Yeah.
I think Marini's all but done.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going to go as well. To
Yeah.
be honest,
Okay. Well,
'Cause
time will
Paul-
tell.
I don't remember if you guys watched the testing, but Espargaro was so happy to be off that Honda and on that
Oh,
KTM.
man.
He was like
He was
giggling
slapping
like a child. He's slapping the tank,
Yeah.
like just almost
yeah,
fist
true,
pumping like
true.
he
Yeah,
won a
he
race.
was. Yeah.
Just going like, how good's this to be off that Honda?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's got no ride for next year. He's got a wild cards and some
6
testing.
wild cards and test drive.
Yeah, I mean that's not good.
Yeah,
That's,
I
I'd
don't
rather be
know.
a factory bike and a factory team.
Oh no, I reckon he might be back in that gas seat, and someone might get promoted to Miller's seat anyway, just quietly.
Whoa, but Jesus,
That might be my.
fucking
Crystal ball.
Miller might sign with Repsol. Who knows?
Where did he finish?
No, I reckon he'll get. I
Miller's
reckon he'll get the boot.
eighth,
You reckon-
sorry.
You reckon he's going to get the boot?
No, he still deserves to be on the grid, Daniel. Come on,
Mm,
come on, Chich. Don't be like that.
but we want a cost in that seat, but
Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, but we're talking 2025 now.
Man, I
if he
know.
keeps going the way he's going, but
Bro, I know.
wouldn't surprise me.
No,
he's not even contending.
No, he had a all right race. He finished 8th. He was there. there or thereabouts. Binder crashed.
He
remember?
was there or thereabouts.
Binder
But then he had a massive drop off.
Yeah, but Binder was 10th and then crashed. I mean,
Yeah, okay, but what has he done in the last 6 races?
un-Australian.
Unfortunately, I know
You're as un-Australian as Australia Day, boys. Seriously.
Come on, don't you dare. But no, it's just saying how it is.
Yeah, no, that's true.
And
That's
it's
what we do.
unfortunate.
That's what we do on this pod.
Yeah.
Though we're not going to have sides of, why someone's done this, why someone's done
Yeah.
that. It's we tell it how it is.
I'd love for him to be a world champion. I only want to see an Aussie win. But fuck, man, like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he just doesn't. It just comes down to tyre wear. He's just not good at the tyre wear. Simple as that.
I wonder how
he's got talent, but
Man.
I wonder how it'd be if there was no aero. Do you reckon that'd work in his favour?
probably.
Yes and no. I think it still just comes down to tyre wear, like Tom said.
He just backs that thing.
He's
in,
just
He's just got the
light
wrong
it up.
riding style for the current generation
But
bikes.
Binder rides similar.
Yes, he does.
It's got to be something different though. Like
The KDM's probably designed to be ridden like that a bit as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
And we seen
true,
it in
that's a good
Jerez. They were backing that in
It'd be more.
sideways everywhere.
It might be more coming out of corners. The right hand softness, as they call it.
And then Bastianini's got that one. He's got a
He
soft
does.
hands.
Yeah.
Moisturizes every night.
Yeah, he's like my Asian masseuse. Gertie, I'll take you one day, mate. Jump on me back. Not literally.
Sponsored by Pure Milk.
Actually, this is when you put the sponsor post in.
Guys, thanks for listening into the pod. Just a quick one. Jump on our website. We're going to throw the link down here. Check out all of our new air fresheners, all of our teas, all of our accessories. Keep an eye out on all of our socials for all of our new drops. We've got some really special stuff coming and some really cool guests too. Keep on listening in. Keep on showing us all the love and support. We really appreciate you guys. Back to the pod.
All right, mark this time out. Can we get us some Moto 2 results? Is that Keel? I'm sweating.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Moto 2. Fermin Aldeguer, Pedro Acosta, and Marcos Ramirez were on the podium. Iagura 4th, Jake Dixon, Somcat Chantra, Sam Lowe's, Joe Roberts, Albert Arenas, and Tony Arbolino.
I just want to say a massive congratulations to our pod favourite Iagura. He didn't throw it down fucking turn 9 and ruin a championship this year. So
Yeah.
he got 4th. Respectable, but still terrible.
Well, he was catching Ramirez by like a second a lap, and then
He still...
he still couldn't pass him.
Typical... Bro, I'm telling you, there's something in their food.
Bro, it's,
They can't handle it.
You know what it is? Sushi's not a power food.
Yeah.
bro, how far can this Fermin Aldeguer guy get? Because he's just improved out of sight in the last few
so
races.
good.
Yeah.
So
Is that
good to
Bosco
see.
Skuros chassis doing some wonders, is it?
Well, the thing is, he's doing Alonso Lopez of last year.
Correct.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Alonso Lopez did the exact same thing. And
I think
then-
Pedro as well, he's just taking it easy. I think we'll see a different Pedro Acosta this weekend.
Yeah, I think he'll just get a blowout.
he was just taking the points.
He was just getting the championship, and he'll
Yeah.
take the piss these last 2 races.
Yeah. But Iagura, seriously, I don't like how awesome for Ramirez. On
First
the,
podium?
on the OnlyFans bike, which is great.
Oh, was it actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny
true.
Hopkins we just touched on.
Yeah,
was
it's
what
John
he's-
Hopkins' team.
Yeah, so which is cool.
So you got the nervous Japanese rider against OnlyFans, and he
Wonder
just
if-
couldn't get past. I was fuck, man.
I
he was
wonder
so
if there's
much
any
faster.
discounts on OnlyFans this week because of it.
Oh, true.
True, 50% off.
True.
Nah, a bit more than that.
We'll have to suss it out, fellas. Get the work card going.
Black Friday, 70%.
Oh, gee, come on, chief.
It's a fucking time masseuse all over again. Mate.
That's a stacked top 10, isn't it? When you look at all those names, there's a lot of talent in there.
Again,
There
but
is.
that was a standard. Besides the end, it was a standard Moto2 race. Everything was pretty spread out.
Yeah.
Costa didn't want to have a crack. Good on Arbolino. He got, firstly, we should say, poor Manu Gonzalez.
Yeah.
got
Yeah, I
taken
know,
out.
man. That sucks.
And amazing that no one hit him. It was standing
Man.
there, man. Fuck.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
That corner again, it's like the last corner we'll touch on later. It's just so many different lines. So
Yeah.
he's run out wide, he's cut in, and you just can't see the other rider coming from
Yeah.
inside.
No, you're
So-
not looking there.
And Fermin Aldeguer couldn't have done anything.
Yeah.
Racing incident.
I think that was a racing incident. As tough as that
It
says.
it was tough that he didn't stay on the bike, and we just wrong spot, wrong time.
Yeah,
So.
that's all it is. And then Arbolino got hindered from that. Then he tried to make a move, I think, down in turn 9, and then just clipped, I think, the back of Iagura maybe.
Yeah.
And then that was kind of race over and championship over,
Yeah.
unfortunately. You had to make that move.
Oh, he's got to have a crack.
Yeah, he knew what was going on, but, you know, it was Pedro Acosta's day, and it's
Yeah,
his world
it's been his
championship.
year.
and
Yeah,
it's been his
he was
year.
always going to win it.
Yeah. How far is he going to go, boys? What's your early predictions of Pedro MotoGP next year?
I don't think he's going to star. I don't think he's top 5 yet. I think he'll have some surprise results, but he won't be consistently in the top 5. But then 2025, different story.
Might take him it's not that's going to take him. The field's just too stacked.
Yeah.
He's
He's not like
too stacked.
He's not like Marquez coming in at 13 and then in 2013. Like, yes, it was stacked, but he was on a good factory bike.
Yeah.
That was probably championship winning already.
Yeah,
With Stoner leaving. So he's coming into a bike that's probably arguably the 3rd best bike on the grid, maybe the 2nd best bike on the grid, but we'll see.
I agree, but what would you say if just for argument's sake, he was jumping on a factory Ducati? Best bike of the grid? Do you think that would change?
Yeah, I reckon it'd be podium contender.
Fuck, really?
Yeah.
There you
He's
go.
got so much talent.
Man, he's a star, obviously.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And they don't have any fear these days, you know. There's just these kids just can jump on these massive bikes and just perform,
yeah.
And that's when you know they're stars, you know, when they jump on these bigger bikes and they're fast straight away. Like, that's the difference.
It's true.
You look at Tito Rabat winning a Moto2 championship and then coming next year fucking nowhere, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah,
just
that's right.
different. He's just different breeds.
Yeah, they are. They don't give a fuck, do they?
He convincingly won the championship this year in Moto2 as well. There was no, Arbolino got unlucky, fucking Acosta won.
No, Acosta won it. Yeah,
Acosta
there's no
won
doubt about it.
It was pretty tight at the start. Acosta still looked like he was faster, but then just through those like middle section of Europe, he just went like one.
And that's when the
dominated.
That's when the creme rises to the top end.
Yeah.
The creme.
With the side of Saloon.
But I mean, bro, how 2024 MotoGP? I mean, oh Jesus Christ!
I know.
It'd have to be one of the best seasons, like going into it, surely.
Oh yeah. And how good's this test going to be in Valencia in 2 weeks?
It's almost my favourite thing of MotoGP to watch is the Valencia test.
Yeah.
It's like 2 8-hour days. I watch all 6.
We're gonna have it live here for the pod as well.
Fuck, we won't even be talking.
No.
We're going, oh, good, how good's that livery?
Yeah.
Look at Acosta go.
We've got a special guest happening that weekend as well, so it's going to be all happening, boys.
Yeah, fuck, it's going to be a big weekend, that one. Maybe a couple guests.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Big Christmas period for us.
Yeah, which is cool. That's what we want. But yeah, that's good to see Jake Dixon acknowledge the next Mark Marquez as well. Good to see bad MotoGP.
Yeah.
But the other thing at Costa, he seems like he's quite well liked in the paddock as well, which is good. So
yeah, he's just a little mini Mark Marquez. I swear.
he is. Yeah,
he just seems like a little mini Mark Marquez.
He is. But the Spaniards have plenty to be excited about for next year.
They do.
With their couple of young guns.
They've been excited for the past 25 years.
Well, a couple of young guns and also their veteran now, Marquez on a Ducati. It's going to be interesting. Oh, God, I can't get over it how good it's going to be. Far out. Fucking hell.
Chubbing up.
Yeah. What about Moto3, Daniel?
Yeah, Moto3 results.
Thank God for Moto3 this week, huh?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Again, the saviour.
Oh, I can't. True.
Colin Vaya, Sasaki, Masia, podium. Ortola, Munoz, Fernandez, Artigas, Kelso, Farioli, and Yamanaka round out the top 10.
Good job, Kelso. 8th.
Yeah.
Yeah, well
Get some
done.
points. Well done. That's awesome. And Colin Vaya, first win. That's your boy, Daniel.
Yeah, what a gun, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome. Did his best to help Ayumi Sasaki win, but again, standard Japanese, they just fucking couldn't pull it together, man.
How many
Seriously.
times has he lost the last lap battle Sasaki
Bro.
this year? Would it be over 10 times, surely?
Yeah, it would have to be up there if he's battling for the lead.
It was interesting seeing the pictures of their pit box at the end of the race. It was like half the team were like excited, half the team had their clipboards going, fuck. So...
Well, at least he got points still on Masia.
It's so, bro. Like Massey was there as well. Like you can't orchestrate that. You don't have mirrors behind you to see what's going on. You know,
for sure. And then you got a young kid looking to win his first race.
Sasaki had the slipstream going in the second last straight. He should have just tucked up the inside,
Had a
blocked
crack.
past him, and passed him. I mean, seriously, I could have done that. Fucking hell, a bit of rear brake. Jesus Christ, couldn't believe it. He comes out of the slipstream, fucks it up, runs wide, nearly loses to Massey. Like it was just so dumb.
They just can't handle the heat, man. It's just, I'm sorry to say. I like the kid, but he just...
Yeah, it's exactly. Oh yeah. Anyway,
Imagine
Colin
if he's-
Vire.
Imagine if he's going to go for a title. It's not going to happen.
What's 13 points of difference between him and Masia?
I'm telling you, if it's 13 points of difference going in the Valencia and there's one race to go, I'll put $2,000 on Masia to win the title. and for everyone listening, I just handshook that. Because he's not
Wait,
going
what's
to win.
the odds? What are we paying, but?
Well, we'll see at the end of the. No, we'll put. He's going to put $2,000 on the sports bet account.
Yeah,
he's,
$2,000 on the sports
he's going to
bet
put
account.
$2,000 on Masia
Yeah.
to win.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, he's not a betting man either. I'll tell you how much.
I've never betted in my life. Fell asleep at the casino once sitting up, but that was about it.
On the keyboard.
What's it called? What keyboard?
Nah, you dare.
The Maori keyboard.
Jesus. Bleep. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, and the other big result was poor Dennis Onchu getting taken out by Roweda on the last corner, I think, with like a couple laps to go.
Yeah, it was a couple laps to go.
Alonso DNF as well.
Had a massive high side, took
Lost the
out
rear end,
Holgado, massive crash actually, took like 4 or 5 people out. But luckily he was okay.
That's good.
I think he nursed the bike. Yeah, he did. He had a massive high side, caused a big pile up, and then still got back on the bike and then nursed it back to the pits.
Shit.
With visors
I think
hanging
he's
out
done
and
for
shit.
the year, as in points wise. I think
I
he's
don't-
like
I don't
40
think-
points
yeah,
behind
I
or
don't
something.
think he
Just
can
about
win
a 2-horse race now,
Yeah.
which means it's
That's good, though.
against Sasaki, which means
Massia's
Massey
won it.
give him the gold helmet. Give him the.
Hang on,
the
I'm
gold
going to
helmet.
jump on Sportsbet now just to get a little bit of a...
While Tom does that, speaking of massive crashes, did you guys see Binder's crash?
Darren Binder's crash, massive.
That was freaking fast, man.
He just bailed off that.
How
Oh,
was he
One.
not injured from that?
Barrel roll. Yeah, I think he broke his arm or something.
Oh. Arms fucked.
Yeah.
Reckon you
My
could
legs went that way, my arms went that way.
But no joke, he could have fucking killed himself because he's barreling backwards as well.
Man,
Yeah,
that
that
was violent.
That was quick.
Why? Do you know why? Was it a technical issue?
I think it was a Darren Binder issue.
Dive bomb fucking Binder. the
He was so lucky, and they took that long to fix the catch fence. Remember, they had
Yeah.
to get, or bloody
did see
pump it
that.
up and stuff.
Don't you know, pump it up.
donkey. Yeah, that was rough.
No betting market open, boys. Sorry.
Yeah, MotoGP's terrible on the sports bet actually. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's kind of that was the weekend.
That's 2 wheels. Is it done?
Yeah, just as I said, thank God for Moto3. It's our Lord and Savior.
Yeah, we'll bring on Qatar this week,
Yeah.
and we got the next. We're gonna probably the biggest F1 event I would say from recent memory coming up this weekend. Boys.
It would have to be the biggest build up to a Grand Prix I've ever seen.
Yeah, there's a lot in the media at the moment. A lot of things being said negatively. We're not going to sort of, fucking bring that into everyone because I think everyone's excited for it. Let's let it happen, but we've got to talk about it.
We do have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And look, there's positives, and it might all be positives.
Yeah,
We just don't know.
Yeah.
But there's so much to kind of unveil. Is that it?
unravel.
God, I'm retarded.
So English second language,
Yeah, that is true.
bullshit first language.
I thought it was Deutsch. I'm trying to learn Spanish at the moment. Me and my missus on the
nice.
Spanish app.
Yeah.
Sí.
Mi amore.
Hello, how are you?
Well, a couple little pointers straight from the back. We'll get back on topic. They're talking the coldest
Yep.
F1 race since the 1978 Canadian Grand Prix. It was 5 degrees.
Now, you said something funny before the pod. There's Ross Brawn, they said, didn't even anticipate this. Which is crazy.
When they planned the event. But think about this, yeah. I mean, I'm not as an educated man as a Stefano Domenicali or a Ross Brawn, as we probably know.
I
But
just wanted to say Stefano Domenicali.
that's his cousin.
I thought it was John Damasi.
But when I think of Las Vegas, I'm not thinking cold ever.
Nah.
Ever. But obviously, it's there.
It gets freezing in winter there.
Yeah, go-
it's a desert. It's a desert. I'm losing my fucking mind.
So Ross Brawn came out and said in an interview that the cold temperatures wasn't even something they've considered in planning the event.
That's
The
nuts.
race starts at, is it midnight? Like, it's just
Wait,
crazy.
what?
Yeah.
Hold on. Send it to me here.
Yeah, the race starts at midnight, which is or 11 p.m. or something like that.
That can't be right.
Yeah, it is. That's the schedule for here, Dan. We're just going to get the schedule up because James is looking at me like I'm a crazy person.
I am. Like, that can't be right. They can't be starting at midnight.
It's 3 a.m. It starts in New York.
It says 5 p.m. here.
No, yeah, it's 5 p.m. here.
Okay, so sorry, it starts at 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Qualifying starts at midnight. Have a look at this, James. So qualifying midnight till 1 a.m. The race starts at 10 p.m. We'll finish at midnight. Local time.
Fuck, there you go.
That's
nuts, man.
It's it's prime
ridiculous.
time for the British audience, and that's why they're racing on a Saturday. Is so the British and the Aussies can all watch it on a Sunday.
So when's practice? The Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Practice starts at our time. Our time's perfect. Man.
Yeah, I know.
3:30 p.m. on Friday afternoon is practice one.
But
So
12 o'clock for qualifying.
midnight for qualifying. They'll finish qualifying at 1 a.m. It's going to be like 4 degrees there.
That's...
This is the combination, boys, which is crazy. Okay, we've got cold tyres.
Yeah.
Okay. Cold engines, which we don't really know how they're going to act because cold engines, yes, obviously these new hybrid era cars hate being hot, but we've never seen them in cold conditions.
No, not
A
like
few laps for winter testing, but it's in Barcelona, so it's not cold. We've got no high-speed corners. Not really any high-speed corners to warm the tyres up. We've got a 2 kilometre straight. It's going to be chaos.
Yeah, it's going to be different.
It's going to be absolute
wacky.
chaos. And I can't wait.
Will it... You know what, though? Will it bring out the driver's driver?
It will. And we looked at... There was a few races a few years ago. Portimao, first time F1 went there. They raced in these really cold conditions. And I think Kimi Räikkönen went from like 15th to like 3rd on the grid on the first lap.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes, that was unreal.
They were skating on ice. And I've got a sneaky suspicion that it's going to be like this. Because I just don't understand how this is going to work. Especially in qualifying. Well, they're going to finish at 1 a.m.
I just can't get over the timing, man. That's fucking...
That's ridiculous.
Qualifying's going to finish at 4 a.m. in New York.
You know when... I know it's the wrong city, but you know when you say Formula One used to be like for the families?
Yeah.
That's not for the
That's
families.
definitely not it.
But yeah, it's interesting. And again, it's for obviously the European audience. But I mean, it is a city that never sleeps, so...
I think that's New York, isn't it?
I'm still talking about New York, pal.
Yeah.
But yeah, as they say, Vegas is the...
It's a city that's on coke.
well, they're not sleeping, so... So anyway, that's going to be interesting. I'm really excited for the race. Really excited.
I think it's a bit of a beat up. I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok about locals or whatever saying how much they hate it, but that's just because...
So for viewers at home on Spotify, Daniel has brought up the track map and then the pig from the Simpsons
It looks
movie.
exactly the same.
It does.
We should click that in.
So Dan, did you want to? Oh, sorry, you finished, James. You were saying. Dan, did you want to bring up the? I want to bring up the lap of the track. Now I've just taken this off the Formula One game, and I just want to run through with the viewers at home, obviously the track and what it's all about, because this straight down the strip is insane. Just mute it, Dan, because the guy's so annoying.
While that's going, so what I was saying is the locals absolutely hate it. That it's
Yeah,
on
the
there.
traffic's been terrible,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, this is the first year. This is the test year.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
right.
we
And then
look
they're
at-
not going to be used to it.
It's like MotoGP when it first went to Phillip Island, the chaos coming off. They have to figure these things out. So, yes,
A lot
Stefano Domenicali could have done more for the local people, giving them cheaper tickets, that sort of thing. I think they would have helped a lot, but who knows?
A lot of Americans even say it's too many races in America.
Well,
American fans is what I mean.
yeah. I mean, everyone has an opinion.
Yeah,
So.
opinions like us all over.
All right, so front straight. It's interesting. It actually curves around. There's actually a fast corner. So they're at the back. Just pause it here for me then. Sorry. So the front straight's not completely straight. So it's straight and then it has a curve to the left and then the start finish line. So you'll find actually probably from places 16th, 17th back, you'll actually be around the corner slightly, like Bathurst was back in the day.
Yeah.
In the starting grid. So the first turn is a hairpin style, sort of not a slow corner by any stretch of the imagination, but a sort of mid speed hairpin corner. This is going to be hard traction coming out of this corner.
Yeah.
You can even see there. Sort of a fast direction 90-degree right-hander.
There you go. Warms the tyres up.
And then another straight. So this is where the tyres are going to cool down, brakes are going to cool down. Very heavy braking area.
It's still a long straight, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Heavy braking area into the right. You see the sphere on the left-hand side.
Oh, yeah.
And this is a short sort of left-hander into a heavy braking area that's A bit of a chicane that actually changed in recent times, and then just a normal 90 degrees, typical street circuit corner. Fast right-hander. This is where, again, it's not really going to build the tires too much. Another left hand.
That wouldn't.
And then a hard braking into the left-hand corner. And this is where the straight starts. This is a close to a 2 kilometre straight down the strip. You'll see on your right-hand side, you've got the Bellagio.
So the back straight's the main strip, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Caesar's
correct.
Palace there.
And you got Planet Hollywood on the left. Me and James have stayed there before.
Surely that'd have to be boring for the drivers.
Well, it's going to be interesting with DRS and everything. Very hard braking point. Probably the best overtaking corner of the track into a tight left-hander, sharp left-hander, sharp right-hander, sharp left-hander. That's just a straight here. So you'll find that it's a pit lane on the left-hand side and then a flat left-hander into the start finish.
Look at obviously it's a game, but the grandstand, fuck.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's the world record lap on F1 2023. So it's going to be interesting. As you can see, there's probably one high to mid-speed corner on the track. That's probably about it. It's going to be interesting, boys. I'm so excited.
What's your
kid in a candy store?
Yeah. What's the best outcome you think that will come out of this Grand Prix?
I think it's going to start formation lap. They're going to start. They're all going to be on really cold tires.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be chaotic, and then I think it will settle down throughout the race.
Yeah.
Hopefully, good race. Miami's first year was terrible, boring race. The second year they came to it was a really exciting race.
What was different that they did there?
Nothing different. It just
they knew the track a bit more.
They knew the track a bit more. They knew the passing opportunities, and it was just a better race. Like safety cars in the right, right time, that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
Pit stops. I think they went to a softer compound tyre, so there was more frequent pit stops, that sort of thing. So I don't know what the tyre's going to be like. I really don't. I just can't believe how cold it's going to be. So it's going to be interesting. A good outcome is a good race. I think it doesn't matter where they race as long as it's a good race. But it's going to be a spectacle, guys. Like it's going to be
huge.
At night, 10 p.m. race start.
I can't believe that. I still can't get over the qualifying. That's
it's midnight.
Midnight.
That's nuts.
Look at her, she's shocked.
I wasn't thinking, Mr. President. I know you weren't thinking. You never were.
But bro, I mean, yes, there's been a lot of negativity in the press, but they're racing down the strip of fucking Las Vegas.
Man, I love it, and I love the optimism about this.
Like, it's crazy. Like, think about how crazy this is. Like,
Yeah.
this has been a thing for like 20 years.
Yeah.
They've gone, imagine if one day we race it in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
like,
that's fucking sick.
Bro, we've been there before. How amazing will that event be?
It's going to be incredible.
Yes, it's cost $680 million. Yes, the ticket prices have been ridiculous, and now they've cut them in half. But it's all a test. They've never done it before. Never done anything like this before.
Oh, I hope it's a success. I think it'll be fucking sick. I think there's probably one too many American tracks on the calendar, if I'm going to be honest. But seeing Vegas is pretty fucking sick. And then even Miami's still cool. And obviously Coda's great as well.
Yep.
As long as it's just a good race.
Yeah.
You know? Is it just going to be a Red Bull?
Don't know, man. You got to, they're going to be fast out of the straights, but it might be like a McLaren that goes really well.
Yeah.
Because you looked at Singapore, which is a straight track, low grip straight track, fucking Red Bull were nowhere. Yeah. So it's going to be about dialing in practice 1, practice 2, dialing up for qualifying like it is every week. But this more importantly, because there's nothing to compare it to.
No,
they can go on a simulator all they want. They don't know what the track's going to be like.
Yeah.
They don't know what the lap time's going to be like. They can't. No one's ever raced on it. So
that's right. I'll be watching an old mate's video.
And there'll be things. There'll be they'll go over probably a drain, and the drain will fucking come loose. Like this shit will happen because it's the first year of a street circuit. It's happened in Monaco before. Yeah. So there's going to be things over the weekend that's going to be interesting.
That's what makes it fun as well.
Yeah. And exciting and different, you know?
Yeah, Elvis might walk out of the chapel and across the track.
Bro, they're going to do something cool like that, surely.
Surely there's going to be some cool livery. Speaking about liveries, actually, Ferrari's red and white.
Bro, that looks
amazing.
With a white rear wing. Oh, like Marlboro days.
Oh,
sexy.
Don't even. Makes me want to smoke darts.
Good advertising. But man, the celebrity's going to be there. Like, it's going to be the who's who.
Yeah. Brundle's fucking...
man, the pit walk.
Yeah.
My God. How good's that going to be?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Get down, Bill's Aaron down.
There will be, though. There'll be,
Dana White.
Dana White will be there. Trump will be there.
Oh, yeah, true.
Imagine that. On the grids. Puts a fucking mic in his face with a red tie and shit. How
Red
good's that
Bull.
gonna be?
Red Bull, okay.
Okay,
Red Bull.
I'm here with Aston Martin, okay?
Zach Brown.
Zach Brown. But Americans,
Look,
they are
they-
starting to dominate the sport with, a lot of the head hot shows American. There's American Teamos. Andretti Motorsport's now coming in as a new team. So,
Like, they know how to do it. They
They
know how
do.
to promote. They're the best at it.
but it's just all come from this simple fucking Netflix show, hasn't it? So, pretty
It's
crazy.
cool. I'm excited. I really am looking forward to it.
Oh, I pumped him up. See, got him going.
I am. I've always been looking forward to
Good,
it.
good
Fucking-
fella. Good fella. Good little fella.
Great
He's,
GM.
yeah. Anyway, I'm
And it's at
I'm
5
gonna-
p.m. on a Sunday. I mean, get around it.
Yeah, that's
How
prime
good's
time.
that?
It's prime
That
time.
is prime time. That's like MotoGP time.
But I might have to do a watch party for that one.
Yeah, we'll think of something. 100%.
Have a Barbie.
Yeah, if I go.
Surely some special dress up
Get-
next week's ep.
Oh, true.
True.
We'll
Shit
get-
kits.
We got Pino on the spit. I reckon. Let's get him on the spit.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
What kind of spit we talking about?
Old Wog one, but like not the electric.
yeah,
one.
no, electric's got to
stand
stand there with the
Stand there.
sweat beating onto the lamp. Adds flavour to the salt.
That's
It
that's
does.
the flavour.
It does. That's the secret in Italy. Fucking Italy said greasy would kill me.
That's what we're.
Hey, Tom, at 8:58, I appreciate that, Matt. Brocky, blue one. Got it?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
No, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. And yeah, as I said, it's going to bring up some wacky and different results. So I've got a little bit of an interesting tidbit coming out of breaking news. So Le Mans 24-hour, Le Mans endurance racing season, Aston Martin's are going to enter their Valkyrie supercar from 2025.
Yes.
And I hear rumours that it's going to be sort of Lawrence Stroll's project that may see an out for Lance Stroll as well.
There you go.
So maybe we might see a new lineup at Aston Martin from 2025. We'll see.
That's cool.
Now,
shaken
also
up.
a little tidbit. We got from Bandana Man, our friend Mark Dandy. He linked us this probably a couple of weeks ago, but we waited till official word, and there's still rumours. But F1 new sprint format for next year. So
yeah.
practice one will be a Friday as normal, Friday morning. Sprint quali will now be on Friday afternoon, which I really like. The sprint race will be on Saturday morning, so they get it over and done with. And then normal qualifying on Saturday Arvo at the normal time slot.
Okay.
And then normal race on Sunday. I think that's perfect.
Okay.
The only
'cause you've always poo-pooed it a little bit.
Bro, I don't even care about Saturday. I mean, like, it's boring that's like one day. So then, obviously, Saturday means for both sprint race and normal race. And excited by that.
Yeah, nice.
And then I think it splits the sprint race over a couple of days and sprints the main race over a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah.
My only concern is a big accident in sprint race, then they go into qualifying with a damaged
Yeah.
car. That's going to be the only thing.
That's where it'll cook you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Speaking of Bandana Man, Mark Danby, he sent me, just go off track a little bit, he sent me some videos of him in Sepang.
Yep.
And their facilities in the I don't know if it's the pits or it's just kind of like their expo, I guess, is
Pristine.
100
million times better than Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
It looked like every team had their own pick box as well, pretty much.
But even just like they had stalls for like showy or shell and like team stuff, it just was so much nicer.
Well, another friend of the pods, Renita Vermeulen, put up a post about pre-race for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Apparently that between the two straights, there's that, so they're straight and then they connect it in. That's like a shopping centre in the middle.
That's what I was talking
yeah.
about.
There you go.
Yeah, I think that's what he was in.
And it's like hotels and shopping centres and all sorts of stuff there. Yeah, so it's because it goes on for so long. And then obviously gets wider and wider and wider. So that was really interesting. Thanks, Renita, for that.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And Bandana Man.
Yeah, done well.
A couple of OGs from the Motorsport Republica.
Yeah, from
Definitely.
the early days.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That's
all
about
I
it.
got.
Tips?
What are we doing first?
What are you doing?
We don't.
Nothing new.
Nothing
I'm
new.
nervous.
Guitar first.
Ooh.
Bro, what the
Dude.
fuck?
I keep saying Martin. I'm gonna go Pecco.
What?
I think I'm gonna go Pecco. I'm gonna go Pecco. Bezecchi
Whoa.
and Martin. And I think Aero's gonna dominate the weekend again.
Hope not.
Yeah, same.
Oh, cheapers.
Or do you need a minute to think?
No, I don't.
Don't give him anything.
I
give
don't.
him
No. I need. I'm gonna go Martin to win. Actually, I'm gonna go Martin, Binder, Bagnaia. Similar to our Thailand Grand Prix.
They got a top speed KTM. They do have a top speed.
I can just imagine that. How good's that KTM going to look under lights? I'm looking so excited
Oh,
for that.
yeah. It looks
Yeah, they
sick.
will look good.
Yeah.
Daniel?
Whoa!
Bastianini,
Oh, he's going to back it up.
back to back.
The beast. The beast.
Pecco and Maverick.
Oh
my Jesus! You're going to give us our thought process there. You starting to
Maverick's always been pretty good at Qatar.
You're not getting acoustic or something, are you? He's not turning acoustic on us, is
I'm
he?
in shock.
Rivola slipped me a 50 to say that at Phillip Island after you almost killed him.
Impaled him with a fucking stick.
Yeah, he fucking deserves it signing Maverick Vinales.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Alright, well, you'll be disappointed on Monday morning, so I'll
that's
save you the fucking... I'll save you the
Save me the
grief.
heartache.
Yeah. You might as
I'm
well
not even
pick
going to bother writing that down.
Yeah, you might as well pick Iagura to win a race. Seriously.
It's going to be 0 on that one. F1, Jimmy.
Oh, mate. Max Verstappen. I'm going to go Sergio Perez, and I'm going to go Lando Norris.
Okay, I reckon Lando Norris is going to win.
Yeah.
You reckon first race win?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I reckon McLaren are going to dominate the weekend. It's going to be Lando Norris, Piastri, and then Verstappen third.
Fuck.
Shit.
I just got a feeling.
That's cool. Checo first, Max, and Oscar.
Okay, so all same but different. I like it.
Okay, cool. Boys, just need some help with the tips, but I'll write them down in a second. I wasn't listening. As in, I need to write them down. I've forgotten
Yeah,
already.
we'll do it after.
Yeah, beautiful.
Easy as, boys.
You haven't thanked me for your birthday present?
Oh, yeah, thank you, fellas.
And the cups?
Thank you. I'm turning 29. Turned 29. Daniel got me some nice WOG cutlery, which I actually very
Espresso
much...
cups.
Oh, man. I fucking...
Cutlery? Was there knives and forks in there as well?
Yeah, there's everything, Mom.
Yeah.
Engraved Pinot in them.
Yes.
And thank you for the Marc Marquez poster. I will be taking that home for my bedroom.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's awesome. Somehow this will end up in my dad's garage. And we'll
Yeah, it
never
will.
see it again. No, I appreciate it,
Carry
fellas.
on.
Cool. All right.
All right, boys.
Peace.
See you in
See you.
Vegas.
Cheers.
Bye.